Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome back to another Victoria Marie Live here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. Hello. Go ahead and pop in the comment section if you're here with me. I see some folks have been waiting. Hello everyone. We're going to wait until we can get some more folks on. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Got some fun stuff for us today. Let's see. I'm kind of late in getting a notification. I totally forgot to do it. Hello, everybody. Okay, can you hear the echo still? How about now? Can you hear it? Is it okay? Are you still getting an echo? Hello. Victoria, you have an echo. Okay, I'm trying to make sure we don't have an echo. Hold on just a second. Okay, how does it sound now? Does it sound okay? Do we still have an echo? Yes, an echo. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, how about now? Do we still have an echo? Oh, do we still have an echo? The same. Okay, how about, okay, so I made a couple of adjustments. Is it still there? It's still there. Let's find out what's going on. Oh, nope, it's perfect. It's good now. Nope, no more echo. Awesome. Much better. I forgot to turn the volume off on my iPhone. Okay. Excellent teamwork. Thank you so much, guys. I feel all over the place today, so gonna center myself. No echo. Good to go. Fantastic. How are you guys doing today? Let me know in the chat. How are you doing? Welcome to the Victoria Marie Friday Live. We do this thing every Friday at 2 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're new, welcome. If you're joining us again, welcome. I love you guys so much for all your support. Today, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of my latest Felicity Jane kit, as well as making my yearly New Year's layout. If you've been following me for some time, you know every year I do a layout about my intentions or whatnot for the year. And so I'm going to be doing that today. So let me know how you are doing in the comment section. Or in the chat section. Doing well. We're going to hang out for just a second. Let some more folks join us. By the way, if you are new to the Victoria Marie community, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. When you do, click the bell. That way you'll be notified every time YouTube posts something, or every time I post something to YouTube. YouTube will let you know when I do. All right, let me go to the chat real quick. What monthly subscriptions do you get? Well, Claire, I only right now have Felicity Jane and Hip Kit Club. Those are the, well, no, I take that back. I have Felicity Jane, Hip Kit Club, and Stories by the Month from Allie Edwards. Those are the three that I currently have. I have been subscribing to Felicity Jane for many years, and I have subscribed to Hip Kit Club on and off, but for a while. Probably about a little bit less than I've been getting the Felicity Jane kits, and I absolutely love them. And then I'm going on my third year with Allie Edwards Story by the Month kits. Let's see, getting scrap done, Alyssa. Hey, you're working very hard at work, working. Alyssa, it sounds like you are working very hard. So glad that you're here. Barb says it's been a rough week. Glad to be here. Well, hopefully this can be your respite from the week, and I completely understand. I've had some tech issues all week long, and which resulted in me buying a new laptop. So, yay. So I'm going to set that up later today. I wasn't expecting that expense, but it is what it is. Let's see. Tammy says, lazy. I'm glad I can just sit here with you. Yay. Nothing wrong with that. Deb's doing good. Rachel, you will love their kits. If you like muted colors, lots of beautiful design, it's all exclusive to Felicity Jane. You're going to love this kit. So I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. Let's see. Gifted myself a Felicity Jane subscription this year. Very excited. Morgan, you're going to love it. You are going to so love it. Heather says, I'm really looking into getting the Ali Edwards kits. She has fabulous kits, particularly focused on storytelling. So if that's something that you're interested in 2021, you are going to really, really love her kits. I've been a long-time subscriber of Ali's products and story classes and all that. And for some of her kits, she does have a educational component that goes with it. So you can learn how to incorporate her kits into your scrapbooking flow. So it's very, very flexible. So I think you'll have a lot of fun with that. Thankful for snow day. Oh, wonderful, Chris. Enjoy. Becky says a rest after shoveling snow. So there you go. That's a workout in and of itself. Yay for the new laptop. Yeah, sort of. It was needed though. I'm working on upgrading my tech. I'm going into 7 years here on YouTube this year, and I have exclusively used my iPhone and iMovie to create and produce my videos. And now I'm getting ready to upgrade. And so I think yesterday's or this whole week of dealing with tech issues sort of pushed the needle for me. And so I got to make those capital investments this year. Sue says, happy to be finishing my December daily while you're cropping. Awesome. Brenda's working on card ideas. Oh no, been arguing with the DMV and Social Security all morning. Wow. Well, if at all costs, I try to avoid both of those for sure. So good luck to you with that. Mary says, San Antonio here. Glad to be here. Yay. Have to get groceries curbside. Yeah, we do too. Actually, that's a great reminder. So thank you. Yes, there is a Felicity Jane link in the description of this live. It is a affiliate link. I am an affiliate with Felicity Jane. I used to be on the design team a few years ago, but I am an affiliate for Felicity Jane. I was a customer before I was ever on the design team or ever an affiliate. But I did provide the link, and if you want to use that, that's fantastic. I get a small little commission off the sale, so thank you for supporting Victoria Marie Designs in that way. But there is a link there for you guys. Let's see, Tammy says, no kits, but I have joined the Victoria Marie Patreon. Yes, you have, and I'm so glad that you are there. Thank you so much. I just posted, for those of you who are patrons, I just posted our first real-time video of 2021, our Playing with the Sketch, so make sure you guys check that out. Sarah's working on Project Life from 2018, almost done. Hey, Mary, I'm in, but per COVID, went to crops. Oh, well, I hope you had fun. Or pre-COVID, rather, went to crops with friends. Working on December daily. So it sounds like you guys have a lot of things going on. So make sure you're doing something to feed your creative soul. I say that all the time. Doesn't matter how much time you have. If you have just about 15 minutes just to work on something, jump into that. Just a couple of announcements real quick. For those of you who are currently registered for a Victoria Marie in-person scrapbook retreat, you'll be receiving some information this afternoon about the cancellation and the refund process. And I talked a little bit about that in the Facebook group, and then I also shared some information on Instagram. So if you are currently registered to attend a Victoria Marie scrapbook retreat, you know those were rescheduled from 2020. We rescheduled for 2021, and it's not going to happen in 2021 for obvious reasons. So I'll be sending out details about that right after I finish this live, and then I'll be posting it on the blog and also in the Facebook group. So if you don't get it in your email, then make sure you check the Victoria Marie blog, check our Facebook group, the Victoria Marie Retreat Facebook group, that is, and we'll go ahead and get your refund processed as quickly as possible. I'm a bit disappointed, but it is what it is. And so hopefully we'll be all, those of you who are registered for the retreats, or anyone who's interested in attending a Victoria Marie retreat in the future, hopefully we'll be able to get together sooner than later. But it'll be worth the wait. But right now we have the virtual crops that are going on. And I'll be posting some more information about the Victoria Marie online virtual crops on the Victoria Marie blog. Those of you who are on the Mighty Network got the revised schedule for 2021. Our first one's going to be January, the end of this month, so I'll be posting some information about that this weekend so you guys can get registered. Only $7.99 to play for a weekend. And we have challenges and prizes, and I'm going to probably be inviting some guests to come and hang out with us. The popular feature of these virtual crops is that we have live Zoom sessions, and we talk about everything under the sun. So those of you who participate know that firsthand, and we have a lot of fun. It's a great way to connect. So Stay tuned for that information to come. Subscribe to the Victoria Marie blog. Subscribe to my newsletter so you can get all that information when registration drops. The links and everything are posted down below. So, yeah, I know, Patty, it was so sad. I know. It's really, really sad. But, you know, we don't want to, I could not justify holding an in-person event. And I waited and was hoping things would turn around. And then finally, it just hasn't. So that's okay. We're going to move onward and upward. And I'm going to take care of everyone who's registered by giving you a full refund. So there we go. Alrighty, let's dig into what we're here to do today. And that is allowing me to enable you to, as I always do, for those of you who've been with me for a while, you know I'm the queen enabler. I'm always telling people to buy stuff, sharing stuff, encouraging you to maintain your scrapbook hobby through, you know, the collection and the curation of scrapbook materials. Anyway, we all know what that's about. So I got my Felicity Jane kit in today, so I thought that I would do some unscripted creating today. I don't know really what I'm going to do with this layout. I have a small little sketch that I literally just put together before I went live because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But I knew that I wanted to share with you my New Year's layout. That's usually the process video that I start with at the beginning of the year. And I also thought, well, maybe I'll also share with you all the fun things that I have in my kit. So if you're not familiar with Felicity Jane has been around for a while, and it is a beautiful curated scrapbook kit. She has subscriptions. You can also purchase them without having a subscription. But when you do subscribe, you get a discount. Her kits are absolutely stunning. The owner is fabulous. She's so sweet. I had the opportunity to be on her design team for about a year or so, a few years back. And ever since then, I was a subscriber before I was on her design team. And this is a kit that I look forward to getting every month. Since I'm an eclectic scrapbooker, I like different types of designs. And her design is very, very clean. It has beautiful muted colors with black and white to accent it. And you've heard me talk about using black and white as grounding colors for your scrapbook pages. So every time I get this kit, it's just stunning. And everything in the kit is exclusive to Felicity Jane. It's all designed in-house. And so what you get, you can't get anywhere else. It is exclusive to them. So what I thought I would do today, show you what I got, and then I've got 2 photos, just some selfies that I took of me today. Usually I just take a selfie for this layout. I also did some journaling that I pre-printed on 8.5 by 11. This is going to be an 8.5 by 11 layout. I always get asked this question, do I only do 8.5 by 11s or do I do 12 by 12? And the answer to that is I do both. I alternate between both. Usually it just depends on how I'm feeling. If I want to scrapbook in a larger landscape, like a 12 by 12, or I have lots of photos, or if I want to do a lot of embellishing, then usually I will do 12 by 12. That is my standard. That's my go-to all the time. But I also like 8.5 by 11 because it gives me an opportunity to scale down the photo a little bit. I can still get some good journaling in, and I can still get a little bit of layering in and some embellishing, but I'm working on a smaller scale. So really, I don't have a hardcore rhyme or reason why I choose 12 by 12 over 8.5 by 11. It just really depends on how I'm feeling, and it really depends on the project. Typically, if I'm going to use smaller photos, less than 4 by 6, sometimes I will default to 8.5 by 11. But that's just my preference. Either way works for me. I went ahead and sketched out what I want this layout to look like roughly, so we'll see how it goes. This design is halfway inspired by my friend Becky Adams, who posted recently on Instagram a beautiful layout that she made. And what I want to do is, of course, I have the journaling on the left-hand side. I've got my 2 photos that I printed black and white. And then these little squiggly lines here represent embellishing. So I kind of want to add in sort of a large chunk of embellishing to the right-hand side of the page. And on Becky's layout, she has a 12 by 12 layout. And what she did was she sort of created a block here for her photo in journaling. And then around it, she created a whole sort of an L-shaped band, an upside down L shape of embellishments that she had coming out from the layout. Really super cool design, and I just got inspired by that, so I thought, why not? So let me enable you for a little bit. Here's the Felicity Jane kit. Comes in this gorgeous box. Love it. And I've already opened it, but when you open it, she ties her product with this really cute black bow, which I've already untied because, you know, I got to look at all this stuff. And beautifully packaged. I absolutely love it. I tried to save this tissue paper because it's really good tissue paper. And here we go. It has little shipping confetti and stuff in there too, if you like that type of thing. All right, so what I like to do with my kits, because I get asked this a lot, is I like to use the kit as it is, all complete, and try to get as much utility from the kit as I possibly can. And then when I'm done with the kit, then I add it to other product. Now, I have a lot of Felicity Jane product from when I was on the design team, and then of course as a subscriber. So what I try to do when I finish the kit is I add it to my other Felicity Jane products. Sometimes, because the kits are so beautifully curated, and they all work together, right? So I could have a kit from like 3 years ago and it would work well with this. Because they all work together so nicely, I will add in other elements from previous Felicity Jane kits to try to get that product used up. And I will do that once I've kind of ran out of the materials for the main kit. So what you get in the kit is a pack of 12 by 12 papers, some embellishments, you get an exclusive stamp set, and you get sticker fonts. Fantastic value. I think it's about $34.99 for the kit, but don't quote me on that because I'm not quite sure. I just, you know, I give her my money every month and don't even look. Okay. So here we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Hello, everyone who just joined us. Hello, hello, hello. I'm enabling you right now. I'm just letting you know. Go like this if you don't want to be enabled. All right, so here's the paper pack, 12 by 12 pattern papers. Gives you a preview here on the branding strip of what the pattern papers look like. Absolutely beautiful. And quick design tip, you can cut this up and use this, right? Why not? Sometimes I'll use this, the marketing branding here in my scrapbook projects. Okay, this is the first time I've looked at this kit, so we can all ooh and ah together. So here we go. This paper is stunning. It has sort of this light pink background to it. I love the florals. That's going to be great for fussy cutting because that's typically what I like to do, is cut all my papers up. The papers are double-sided, so here's the back. Usually there's going to be a black and white element, several black and white elements of some sort. I kind of like that little speckled there. Designs like this kind of make me dizzy. Does anyone else get dizzy over busy designs sometimes when you're looking at it? It kind of makes me dizzy sometimes. I probably won't use this in its, you know, entirety. I more than likely will cut this up. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Green polka dot. I'm a sucker for dots. This is the Swiss dots. This is a frequent design in her collection. Usually you're always going to get a Swiss dot. Love that green. I'm like really crazy about green these days. I don't know what it is. Oh, by the way, there is on the border here, you can cut that and use that in your design. That's specifically why that's there. Just letting you know. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I love it. Love it, love it. Let's see what's on the back of this. Plus sign, black and white. Look how beautifully that coordinates. I just love that. Okay, okay, I'm liking this. Ooh, yes. How many of you love gingham? Or check designs of some? Oh my God, yes. I'm not usually for pink, but I really love this pattern. It's one of my favorite patterns. Oh, gorgeous. Very pretty. Let's flip it over. Don't know if you can see this, but it has little black dots kind of going in a diagonal fashion. Here's the branding strip here that you can cut and use. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. Really pretty. Okay. Next up. Got sort of this mustard yellow color. By the way, this kit is called Crystal. Krystal. Her kits are always named some sort of feminine name. Oh, thank you. I knew that was coming. It's like Grand Central Station around here. Okay, so this kit is called Crystal, and there's always some type of name. And within the kits, they design these really cute, I don't know if she calls them dolls or girls or whatnot, but I'll show you what the theme is for this one here in just a second. But this kit's called Crystal. Ooh, it's a wood grain. I love this. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. I really like that wood grain. Let me know in the comment section if you like wood grain pattern paper. I mean, so many possibilities with this, right? That's really nice. This is mustard with white stripes going across it. A lovely, nice stripe. Okay, here's another stripe, these big, bold stripes. I love this. This is called Stripes and Grid. A tone on tone with the pink. So there's lots of nods to pink in this kit. I love a nice grid pattern paper. That looks good. Got your stripe branding strip down here. Love this kit. Loving the papers. Me too, Barb. The papers are gorgeous. Here's another one. I love this floral pattern. I don't know what it's been lately. I go on and off with florals. Like for a while, I didn't want to do florals on my scrapbook pages or in design or on my clothes. But over the past few years, I am all about the flowers these days, like super about the flowers. And I love seeing flowers and everything. And I've been wearing more dresses with flowers and wanting to decorate more with flowers and using more flowers on my scrapbook pages. This is really super pretty. I love this sort of green grayish color here in the background. These really small little flowers here. That's just really pretty. It kind of reminds me of like wallpaper. That's gorgeous. That would be pretty as a background. Really, really pretty. This is called Tiny Florals and Hearts. We're going to flip it over. So here's the black and white element. Notice there's a trend here. She's got those nice muted colors, and she brings in that black and white to really ground it. I love this. And here's the branding strip here. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. She's got some really talented design team members. If you're not on Instagram, go check it out. It's just wonderful. Now, that is, for those of you who are wondering, how many pattern papers do you get with your kit? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can get a good amount of projects done with this kit. And it's not too much to where you're completely overwhelmed. Okay, so here are the solids. Now, one of the reasons why I like her kits is because you get solid cardstock that's double-sided. So here are the A sides of that, and of course you have the little scallop that you can cut off as well. And then here's the B side. So usually you'll have a color that's a little bit more richer, more pigmented, and then you'll have a color that's a little bit more subtle. So, and of course it all coordinates nicely with all the papers in the kit. So I hope you guys are excited about this. If you're not a Felicity Jane subscriber and you're looking for a kit club this year, I highly recommend it. I've known the owner for quite a while. Her product is just fantastic. I love the designs. It's very soft, very feminine, but it doesn't mean that you can't use these on your masculine layouts. I'm just letting you know. But very soft, very feminine, gorgeous papers. The color schemes or the color palettes are just really pretty. And then, of course, you get those elements, that element of black and white. So for those of you who are interested and you allow me to enable you, there is a link in the description. That's an affiliate link. I would love for you to use that link. I get a small commission when anybody shops the store using that link. I really appreciate it. Shop small, support small businesses because they definitely need it. And Jenna, who is the owner of Felicity Jane, does a fantastic job. Just beautiful. Okay, so those are the papers. Let's move on to the next thing. Ooh, you guys are going to love it. For those of you who are wanting something new. Alrighty, let's move on. So usually, as I mentioned, the kits are named. This one's called Crystal, and so this is the image. This is Crystal, apparently, for the month of January. And each kit is named after, has some type of name to it. And they have an illustrator that does all these really fun little images. I don't know if they call them dolls or what they call them, but it's really cute. So if that's your thing, you'll get this in your kit and a thank you for your order. Isn't that sweet? And then, of course, you can use this little card. Let's look at embellishments. In the kit, you get a pack of die-cut shapes. You get 31 pieces. So let's look at those real quick. These are really thick, very nice quality. Usually you're going to get some phrases and some labels, always florals. Look how pretty that is. You're always going to get florals with this for the most part. We've got some labels, work hard, one of a kind, finding joy in my journey. Home is my happy place. We've got some little houses. Look how cute these are. I mean, seriously, look how cute. Those will be fun to layer and such, right? Oh boy, loving it. These, I'm assuming, are like little snowflakes, maybe? I guess it is still winter. It ain't snowing here in Texas. It may be snowing elsewhere. It ain't snowing where I'm at. This one I like. Showing up for myself today so I can show up better for you tomorrow. How nice is that? A little cup of cocoa. Aw, that's adorable. With a little teeny straw. Some more floral elements. And some greenery there. Usually you'll always have a tag, which is my jam, because you guys know I love tags. Here are some more labels. It's a pretty common design there. And then some little bitty embellishments, like some little tiny hearts. Here's some more labels in pink. Gridded label. You can layer, right? Add a date. Add something else to that. That'd be really fun. And then here's a heart in green. And then two little houses. And then here is the girl that goes along with it as well. A little crystal. So this die cut pack is called Cocoa, apparently. So very fun. I love it. So you get 31 pieces. Again, these are all exclusive to Felicity Jane. You're not going to find these anywhere else. All exclusive. If you're just joining, I'm doing an unboxing of the January Felicity Jane kits. And if you're new to the Victoria Marie community, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified every time I go live. We do this every Friday at 2 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I also enable people a lot, so welcome. I want you to use your stash, but I also want you to have product that you love that you're going to use, right? In addition to the die cuts, you get a pack of 3x4 cards. You can use these for your scrapbooking anyway, whether it's pocket scrapbooking or on your layouts, traveler's notebooks, that type of thing. These are one-sided cards, and usually on the back it's going to have this gray and white dot grid. So you get a lot of really fun patterns. Great way to add journaling. You can add photos. You can embellish. I like that. Sometimes the patterns in the 3x4 cards you'll see in the 12x12 pattern papers as well. And occasionally they'll throw in for subscribers some extras. So one month we got a traveler's notebook, which was really fun. It was like a 6x8 traveler's notebook size, or maybe it's not traveler's notebook, just a notebook that you can use. One time we got an exclusive sticker or something of that nature. So sometimes she'll pop in things just to say thank you. Ooh, today's top 3. That's fun. That'll be great for journaling. Look at there, that gingham. I cannot get enough of that pattern. It's like one of my favorite patterns. If you like animal print, that's cool. I love, love, love this little book, this little kind of like a little library card, notebook card style. Okay, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 3x4 pocket cards that you can use in any way for any project. Okay. Alrighty. This month they added in some sticky notes, which are really fun. So I think for those of you who, I guess you can add this to your planners, to your traveler's notebooks. Just keep it on your desk. It's on a piece of acetate with some holes here that looks like you can add into a notebook or a planner or something like that. But I love me some sticky notes. So those are going to go on my desk so I can use them in my planner and stuff. So that's a little something new. You can also use this for journaling on any of your scrapbook pages too. So there you go. How fun. Can you order 1 month at a time? You sure can. You don't have to be a subscriber, although you do save a little bit of money if you are a subscriber. We got some wood veneer. Look at those little houses, as well as some little flowers and some hearts. So that's really cute. I love wood veneer. If you're a Victoria Marie Patreon, we have a new video up on the Victoria Marie Patreon page where I show you how you can use alcohol ink to stain your wood veneer. So if you're a patron, make sure you check it out. If you're not a patron, there's a link in the description box if you want to join me for some exclusive content that I only share with the patrons. We're having creative mini workshops. I do exclusive real-time process videos. They have a sketch as well that they get every month, and I do videos around that sketch. So lots of creative education opportunities. If that's your jam, make sure you check it out. Become a member. There are monthly and annual membership options available to you if you're interested. Okay, also are these Felicity Jane chipboard pieces, and she's been doing a lot more chipboard in these kits. So I'm going to pop this open. I want to see what this looks like. So it looks like you get some little chipboard pieces. This is so good quality. Of little Polaroids. Look how fun. That is so cute. That is so cute. Love it, love it. I used to take tons of pictures with Polaroid camera. Here is a little floral element. Here's another little Polaroid there. A little phrase. This is me. Everyday life. Don't overthink it. That's a reminder. A heart. A banner. Another label that says it's fine. And then a little birdie. I never know what to do with things like birds. You know, like I'm not really into woodland creatures in my scrapbooking, so anytime I have an element like this, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to use it. But I try to challenge myself to use those types of elements. So very fun. Love that. Really super solid chipboard, by the way. All very good quality. Alrighty, if you're liking this and if you want one, there is a link in the description box. Go check it out. Jenna would love to have you as a subscriber, or if you just want to buy one kit to try it out, go for it. Alrighty, charms. For those of you who like charms, there are charms in this kit as well. I honestly struggle to use charms on my layouts, but I love them so much. I've been using them a lot more lately. So there's one with flowers, a heart, that gingham print. This one says home, love, and then a little house. And the cool thing about the charms is they already have adhesive on the back. So this has a little bit of foam adhesive that you can add. You can take it off, by the way, if you want to. And this would be fun to add to your layouts, or if you want to make a little charm dangle off your planners or your traveler's notebooks or something like that, you can totally do that. Are these flowers in my hair? Is that what you're asking? No, I don't have any flowers in my hair today. Just a little bow, little polka dots, a little polka dot headband with a bow. It is tempting, Robin. I know you want it. See, I'm so bad. I enable people all the time. Also included with the kit, see how much value this is? It's fantastic. You get the crystal puffy alpha letters. I love Felicity Jane letters fonts so much, and I hoard them, and I really need to use them. So anyway, here are puffy letters, and sometimes your kit will have one, or sometimes there'll be two font stickers that are available. This one is just one. So you have your letters, and it looks like you get multiples of like your vowels and things like that. And then you have numbers, which I always love a sticker sheet, a letter sticker sheet that has numbers included with it. So I'm going to be using that for sure. Then what I think really makes this a super, super great value is every Felicity Jane kit has an exclusive stamp set that coordinates with the kit. And this is probably one of the reasons why I subscribed to this kit so many years ago. Lots of fun images on this stamp. You got those little houses, the little vase with the little flower situation going on here. That would be fun to do some layering to make a card or something with. And then some phrase stamps as well. Home, a place of belonging, this made me smile today, the simple stuff, conversation, growing together, today's self-care, on the menu. There's this little line stamp here that would be pretty fun to do something. Some little tiny ones like a heart and an arrow. This little circular one says around the house, and that's just printed around the stamp. And then some other little detail stamps. That says love, and then this is the life. And also the name of the collection is also a stamp as well, and that says crystal. So if you happen to be a crystal or know a crystal in your life and they spell their name Krystal, then there you go. You can use that to scrapbook about them. All right, folks, so that is the Felicity Jane January kit. If you're interested in this kit, again, there is a link in the description. It is an affiliate link. So I appreciate you very much if you want to support Victoria Marie Designs in that way by using that affiliate link. Again, I have been a customer of Felicity Jane's for a very, 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 very long time. Used to be on the design team. This is one kit that I look forward to getting every month. So if you're interested, make sure you check it out. Gloria says, Victoria, do you usually order FJ and hip kits every month? Yes, I subscribe to both Felicity Jane and I subscribe to the Hip Kit Club, both the main scrapbooking kit and the scrapbook add-on. And because they're different styles of kits, it keeps my creative interest every month. I know with Hip Kit, they're starting to do more exclusives with their kits, which is fantastic. They did a lot of curated items from like American Crafts and Echo Park and some other places. But now they started to do more of their own in-house design, which is fantastic. So if you haven't checked out Hip Kit Club, make sure you do that. When I get my next Hip Kit Club kit, I'll share that with you guys too, whether it be recorded or live. Yes, the charms are great. Morgan, you're right. There's never enough E's. Usually when I'm ordering letter fonts, I'll order 2 or 3 of the same type so I can have enough of the E's and things like that. It says, I love that I don't have to cut the cards up or pull the chipboard off the package. Yes, that is true. Pulling chipboard off packages can be a little tricky because sometimes if you don't pull it right, it'll pull off a layer of the chipboard. Unless you, of course, you want, you know, the layer to be pulled up. Sometimes you do. The stamp set is really, really cute. I use Felicity Jane stuff all the time, so it's fantastic. Alrighty, so let's make a layout from scratch, folks. So what I'm going to do, this is a little bit of Victoria's process that you get to see. By the way, if you're a Victoria Marie patron, you guys get to see my behind-the-scenes process a lot more this year than what I was sharing in the previous 2 years. But every now and then here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel, I'll share my behind-the-scenes process as well. But if you like that type of thing, consider becoming a patron, because then you'll get to see it regularly. All right, so what I like to do is I like to lay out my embellishments. And I think I showed this last year, but I went and purchased one of these little letter sorters from Tuesday Morning. It was only like $9. And this allows me to sort of organize my papers and such so I can see everything as I'm working through my projects. So I like to go through and pull all of my stuff out and get everything set up so that I know what I'm working with. I'm going to go ahead and put my little pocket cards there. I'm going to put my letter fonts. You can find one of these little letter organizers pretty much anywhere. Target, Walmart, any home office place. Grab yourself one if you don't have one already. And it's a great way to organize your materials whenever you are scrapbooking. I have another one from IKEA that's been pretty popular with scrapbookers. It's white, and it's kind of like that 3-tiered situation where it has slots where you can put things. And I forget what it's called. If someone knows what I'm talking about, can you like put that in the chat? Because I forget what it's called. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm going to pop up my wood veneer. Now, I need to have everything in front of me. Like, I need to see what I'm working with. And I really, really try not to hoard things. So either the materials are on a layout or they're in my stash, and I would prefer for them to be on a layout, particularly if I have a lot of a certain thing. So I have a lot of wood veneer pieces, so it would serve me good to use up my things. I'm just going to lay everything out. Of course, I've got my letter sorter with my elements in it, and then I'm going to take my paper, and I'm just going to pop it in there just like that. So this is what it would look like. Let me see if I can hold it this way. Okay. And I just set that to the side so that I can start working on my project. And then with my embellishments, I like to lay them out so I can see what I'm working with here. Because if you leave them in the package, you might not have a really clear view of what you have to work with. And so when you just kind of spread them all out a little bit, it helps to kind of see what all you have. And I might have to get a bigger tray one day. I love this little tray. I got it at Target in the Target dollar spot. You can find some really awesome things in the Target dollar spot. I shared on Instagram this past week all the organization bins that I purchased, which, oh, by the way, guys, I sound so squirrel today, but I have so many fun things to tell you. I'm going to be doing some updates here in my studio. It is time for me to get a better organization system. And so I will be doing a whole new video once I get it done of my scrapbook room and some of my organization solutions. So stay tuned for that. If you're a Victoria Marie patron, you'll get the behind the scenes look as I go through that process. And then I'll post a walkthrough of my room once I get it all done. I'm hoping to have it done by mid-February. So we'll see how that goes. Right now we are working on getting Corinne's room situated and upgraded and painted. In fact, we're painting her room this weekend. And then I'm going to draw my attention back to the studio because I need better organization systems for sure. I do have a room tour here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel where I moved my office from the first floor of my home to the second floor of my home in a bonus space. So if you want to check that out, go for it. All right. I got my embellishments laid out as best as I'm going to get them laid out so I can kind of see what I'm working with here. So I think I'm good there. Let's see. Let me go to the comments real quick. Did someone... Oh, yeah. It's called... Is it pronounced Fajala? That little organization thing I'm thinking of? F-J-A-L-L-A. I may be butchering that half to death, but it's F-J-A-L-L-A is the name of that from IKEA. Nicole says, how do I become a patron? There is a link in the description, Nicole. And if you click on the link, that'll take you to the Patreon, the Victoria Marie Patreon site. And there you'll see your membership options. There's both a monthly and an annual membership. And there's 4 different membership tiers. Each tier will give you a certain amount of benefits or content that you'll get access to. So if you go there, all the information's there for you to look at, okay? And let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so here we go. So I got that all set up, ready to go. Let's make a layout. I have somewhat of a plan. I started with an 8.5 by 11 piece of white cardstock, and on my computer, just using Microsoft Word, I typed up my journaling, which is talking about the things that I'm looking forward to another 365 days of opportunities, of adventures, of changes, of being very introspective, really just appreciating life for what it is, despite everything that's going on. I think I spent, like most people, a lot of 2020 fearful and upset and sad. And I told myself coming, the beginning of 2021, that we still have a long way to go, but I get to choose how I show up to the issues, and I choose to be positive. I choose to not be fearful, and I choose to be in service to others in whatever way that I can possibly be this year. And that's what I'm really focusing on. So I have 2 selfies, and I'm going to use this for this project. These are, what I did was I used the Pick Frame app on my phone, and I popped these into a frame that has 2 3x4 photos. Then on my Epson PictureMate Charm printer, that's what I use in the app, I was able to select the size 3.5 by 5.5. So these are actually smaller. And then I printed them. I changed the color to black and white. And the reason why I use black and white photos is because it gives you a lot of freedom to use whatever color of embellishments or paper that you want to use on a layout. So if you have a collection or a kit with tons of color in it, and then your photo kind of clashes with it, if you have an opportunity to reprint or to print your photo in black and white, that'll give you some freedom for color on your project. Alrighty, so I'm going to trim this up. Thank you guys on the compliment of my little selfie here. Usually when I do my beginning of the year layout, I will take a selfie and then journal kind of what my expectations and such are of the year. I don't do New Year's resolutions anymore, but I do like to kind of talk about where I'm focused on, where I'm going to spend my creative energies on in the year. Let me see if I can move this down just a little bit. It seems high up. Let's see if that'll work. Let's see if that'll work. So you guys can get kind of a closer look. Let me see. Sort of delayed. Is it going to do it? I'm waiting for the stream to catch up with me. Sorry for the shakes, guys. I was adjusting my camera. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so I have the journaling here, and I think I'm just going to do the photos like this. And then I think I want to do sort of a band of embellishments or something that's going to go along here. But what I think I want to do is trim about 1/8 of an inch or so, or maybe a little bit more. And then let's figure out a pattern paper. Because what I want to do is take this white paper and mount it so I have a border of something that's going around there. So let's look at our pattern paper options. Love that yellow. Ooh. Wood grain. That's a contender. We have the floral. The pink gingham. I'm going to reserve this to use on a layout of my daughter because she loves pink. It's her favorite color. This one that has the black and white is a contender too. This paper is more cream white than bright white, but I'm okay with that. Interesting. Let's see. Kind of liking both, really. Do a double matte. But I don't want to trim the paper too much because then I won't have time. I won't have room to do all the embellishing that I want to do on this side. I kind of love the cleanness of just that white, like that tone on tone. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to trim off this branding strip. I'm going to trim my paper 8.5 by 11. This is about 80-pound weight paper, I believe. And then I'm going to get the middle section of it because, you know, I really, really love this pattern. And I want to preserve it to use on another project. If I really, really like a pattern, then I will get this middle section of it and use it for something else. Another layout. There we go. Let's grab some skizzers. As we call them in my family, some skizzers. I'm just going to cut that. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I got to be perfect. There we go. And I still have some of this gingham that I can use on another layout. I'm going to set that to the side. All right. We're cooking with fire here, folks. Let's go ahead and bring this over. And now I have this nice border, this tone-on-tone border. And I'm okay that the whites are slightly different. Like the white in this pattern paper is like bright white, you know. Let's get some adhesive. And let's pop this puppy on. Now, if you're just joining me, welcome. Also, I'm working with somewhat of a plan. So you get to see my sort of organic process here. I'm going to trim away some of these little flyaway bits. I'm thinking I'm going to have to get a new blade for my printer because it keeps fraying my paper. All right, I'm going to lay that right over so it can have a nice border. There we go. That's looking so fresh and so clean. Now, the question is, one, where did that branding strip go that I had just a second ago? And two, where am I going to go from here? Ah, it fell on the floor. Okay, so photos are going to go here, just like that. And I need to actually rethink this. So maybe the photos are going to go like this. like that. Okay, so as I'm thinking about this layout, I probably, when I typed the journaling, should have brought it over a little bit more, but I wanted to make sure that when I trimmed out the paper that I had enough room and not cut into the journaling. Now that I've positioned the photos, I need to have space for the journaling. If I position the photos like this, I mean, not the journaling, the title. If I position them like this, I can still put the title here. And I think I can still do that embellishment situation that I want it. Maybe I move them up just a little bit more. And then I can put my title here. And then the embellishments here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I want to use this branding strip, I think, to kind of ground it a little bit. Okay. So let's see. Title. I'm going to cut my package here on the side. I think I've showed you guys this little trick when you're working with packages of product. If you cut it on the side or if you slit it here at the top, it makes it easier to take your packages in and out than trying to take off the adhesive flap and whatever. Love this font. I'm wild about a typewriter font for sure. Okay. I did print the cardstock. Did you print on cardstock or photo paper? So the journaling is printed on cardstock. So the title's going to go here. And now I'm trying to remember what I wanted the title to say. Showing up. That's what I wanted to say. I want to say showing up. So let's go ahead and get the photos down. You can duplicate this same layout, the same look and feel of this layout, using a 12 by 12 spread. And you can even make this a double-sided spread too if you want it as well, like a 2-page. Okay. Now, let's get some foam, because y'all know that's how I roll. Let's add some foam to this. Oh, I'm almost out of my favorite. That's all right. Back up. I've got some. Ooh, good grief. From scrapbook.com recently, so let's use some of that. This looks like it's about 1/8 of an inch tall, so that's perfect. Love me some foam. So let's add this to the back of the photo to give that a little bit of dimension and interest. You can find this at scrapbook.com. They have several different sizes of foam to choose from. It's one of my favorite places to shop. Okay, so let's take the backing off of that. Let's grab a little trash receptacle. There we go. And this little photo is going to go like this. And then I'm going to put the title down here. I thought about using this piece here, like this is me showing up. Ooh, yeah, that's a really good idea. Sometimes you know what you want to do and sometimes you don't. And this is a case where I'm like, you know what, I'm pretty sure I want to do that. This is me showing up to 2021 with all the positivity I possibly can muster. Let's see if this will work. Love these puffies. Really good adhesive on it, so it's going to stay, by the way. Let's see how this will work for us. think I'm liking this already. It's sort of looking a little editorial, right? Just a tiny bit. Let's grab an I. Ooh, lots of vowels on this one. I love the black and white composition with pops of color. That's like my thing. I do have an affiliate link for scrapbook.com. I certainly do. And I can share the this foam roll if you're interested. I can share a link to that. Okay. This is me showing. Oh, where do I want to put this? Oh, come on, sticker. Ooh, these are tacky. Okay, and I'm thinking to kind of balance that out, let's put some little ellipses down here at the bottom. This is me showing up. I'm going to use this little chipboard. There we go. Look at that. Using what I have available to me. Okay, so there's that part. Clean, simple design here. Nothing too major. Now, let's embellish and let's do some stamping, maybe. I'm tempted, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this yet. Okay, let's go to the embellishments. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the larger as an anchor. Loving that. Thinking about putting something here. I love these little Polaroids. I don't know if it's gonna it's gonna make it. All right, let's see what else we got here. We've got a little house. I wanted to use this in some way, but I'm not quite sure where it's gonna go. This might go on something else, but we'll see. Just laying down some stuff and seeing how it'll work. Usually I don't have a rhyme or reason for stuff. I just lay it down and see if it's going to work. Okay. What else do we got? Got this large flower. We got the tag. I feel like I need to use a tag on here because, I mean, is it even a Victoria Marie layout without a tag? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that, folks. Let's see here. At this point, I am just laying out some things to see if it'll work. And if it doesn't, I'll just pull it up because it's my layout, right? I don't have to overthink it. I love these houses. This really doesn't have anything to do with houses, but I absolutely love the houses, so I'm going to use them. Pulling that up. Look how beautiful this all comes together. Whoops. Maybe an opportunity for another wood veneer piece. Clean and simple. There's not a ton of embellishments with this one in terms of like the like florals and stuff. It's more labels with this particular kit I'm seeing. It's not snowing here, so I don't want to put snow on the layout. What other opportunities do I have here? that can be a place for the date. Who knows? So what is my creative process as I'm talking out loud? I always just put stuff down on the page. I just put it down on the page. And if I like it, wonderful. If I don't, I move on. I try not to overthink it too much. Sometimes I stick to my tried and true. Sometimes I don't. But I give myself a chance to sort of play and explore with what I have available to me. Let's look at some paper options here. Thank you, guys. There's a lot of white space here, so I'm going to have to remedy that somehow, in some way. So we'll see here in just a second. Okay, so because there's not a ton of die cuts with this kit, I do want to sort of flesh it out here because I wanted to have like a band of lots of embellishing here. So I'm going to turn to this pattern paper. I'm going to do a quick fussy cut. Because I do want some more, kind of a larger scale element. And fussy cutting it's going to be. I'm not the world's best fussy cutter, but it doesn't matter. No one's going to look at your layouts and go, ooh, girl. Or, ooh, dude. You cannot fussy cut. No one's going to say that. If we can get people to look at our layouts to begin with, no one's going to say that. I'm cutting off the parts of what I don't need. Don't be afraid to get in there and chompa that pattern paper, folks. It's either going to be on a layout or it's going to be on your stash, or be in your stash. I would rather it be on a layout. So get in there and just cut it up. I know some of you got that beautiful pattern paper and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to cut it. It's okay. Let it be the hack job you need it to be for whatever you need it to be on your layout. So I'm going to keep the element on this flower that I want, and then I'll cut the rest off. And try to get some utility out of that as best as I can. I'm not going for perfection here. I'm just sort of cutting it out the best I can. Trying to preserve some of the little greenery here. Get that, whoops. Let's see here. Sorry if there's any background noise. We've got lunch going on here at the house. Garbage disposal's going, all of that. I love the gingham tab, right? I love it. It's just so much fun. Here we go. Okay. So what I was thinking is I can come here and add another floral element here. I have this element here. This might come up here, like that. And then maybe we bring in something like that to kind of cluster that out a little bit. You know? Making decisions on the fly, baby. That's how I roll. Okay, I'm liking this so far. I'm putting this little piece here because that'll give me room to put the date, which is today's date. And now I got to find my roller stamp. Okay, so I started out with this idea of doing a whole bunch of clustering here on this side of the layout with nothing really over here. But as the layouts start coming together, I saw opportunities where I can make this a little bit more balanced. So what this is turning into then is an asymmetrical design. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, I've talked about asymmetrical design, and that one part of your layout is super heavily embellished. You have a lot of elements going on. It's your larger cluster. And then the rest of the layout, or the other clusters on the layout, are a little bit smaller in scale, and that creates an asymmetrical balance on your page. Okay? Now, the charms. I really want to use one of these charms, and I think I'm going to. I just don't know how I'm going to use it yet. So we'll come back to that. And then I thought I would use the stamp in some way. So I'm going to think about that too. And if I don't, it's okay. I don't know if there is anything on here, the stamp that I want to use. That might be another day, another project for another day. Let's commit. I'm going to add this label. I'm loving these colors. I don't normally go for pink, but I really, really love these colors. I'm going to add this little chipboard piece here. And then I thought about adding, I want to add the little wood veneer piece there. And there might be something else that I add to this cluster too, but we'll see. Down here. Now the cool thing about this whole process of mine, or just in general, as you've developed and can maybe refine, develop, depending on where you're at in your scrapbooking journey. Maybe you're new to scrapbooking and you're just kind of figuring things out. Maybe you've been scrapbooking for a very, very long time and you're redefining your scrapbooking style a little bit. You're trying to maybe make some changes, want to try some new stuff, that type of thing. Is you get to a point where there are some just tried and true techniques that you use on your projects. Like I layer on my projects pretty much on all my projects for the most part. That's my jam. But there is room and opportunity to try different things and to grow from there, right? And it's okay to default to the techniques and stuff that are familiar to you, that are comfortable, if it means getting your layouts and stuff done. So I'm just adding some adhesive here, trying to keep these in place. And I'm okay if we have a little bit of a pop-up there. That's nice. A little bit of dimension. I'm going to add some adhesive here. So default to what it is that you enjoy, but also give yourself some room to play and explore and to let things kind of happen by happenstance, right? Not everything has to be super planned out. You know, I may start with a sketch, like I started with this sketch here, and I pretty much stuck with the sketch, but I've added these little clusters here. So give yourself an opportunity to sort of edit this, right? Just a little bit. Let's add some more adhesive here because that's not sticking. That's not sticking. Now to my little bitty houses. Ooh, I love these houses. I get so excited. I just love this stuff. I love scrapbooking. It's just so much fun. And I love being in community with people who understand how fun this is. Because some people don't, some people just don't know, right? Some people don't know. Let's put a little wood veneer here. Let's talk about continuity for a second. So I have chipboard wood veneer here, I have wood veneer here, and I'm going to put some wood veneer down here. That's just to add some continuity. It doesn't have to be the same size, and it doesn't have to be the exact same color, right? But it could be the same, like repetition in terms of shape or material. So heart, heart, little houses. It's all good. And let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to add. Maybe I should put don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, Victoria. I'm going to find a reason to use this little cocoa cup. I'm pretty sure I have a story about cocoa somewhere. We want a heart there. We don't know. I wish this said something else because that banner would look really cute there. It says home is my happy place, but this is not really what I'm talking about for this layout. So we'll move on. I want to add the little heart here. I want to add it in the middle. That blocks the little windows. I don't think I want to do that either. Okay. I feel like there needs to be something here. That pink on pink kind of makes that fade just a little bit. Then I think, well, hey, why don't I put that bird I said that I wasn't going to put on there? But maybe the bird's going to go there. No, I don't like the bird. I can't do woodland animals. I can't do it. I'm not going to force myself to do a little woodland animal. Maybe another little house. Just kind of going up in scale. Do you sometimes just put something on a layout even though it may not really go with it, but you kind of just want to put something there because you feel it needs to be there? That's me. Okay. I don't want to force the issue. Alrighty. I'm definitely going to put that there then. I feel that I need a tab here. Because you guys know how I roll. I love my tabs, but I don't... You know what's interesting about this kit is that there's no tabs. There's no tabs included. Usually there's tabs. Let's see if we can put a charm somewhere. These are little metal frame charms. Oh, that just came right off the little puppy. Ooh, I can put that there. Yes. Yes, this is great. I'll stick that right on its little puppy thingy and just layer that right there. Yes, guys, this is amazing. That just adds a little bit of a little something something there. Kind of like want to use all of them now that I popped that there. Just kind of do that cluster. Yes, aren't those charms great? Let's use them. Let's do it, friends. Let's do it to it. And if I don't like something, I can just always edit it down the road, right? It's not like a big deal. So after I finish this, if I don't, you know, if I'm not 100% on board with it, I can always change it up. Okay, this one, I'm going to take the foam off. Oh my gosh, guys! I sound like Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. Oh my god, you guys. I can't sing that all the way because I don't want YouTube to like flag me. Yes. Yes. We're killing the scrapbooking game, my friends. Okay. Journaling, done. Background, done. Floral elements, embellishments, all that good stuff, done. I do think, I'm going to think about this a little bit more, but I think I need an added tab here. But I don't have my tab punch next to me, so I think when I post the final photo of this, it might include a tab. Usually this kit includes a tab. But there we go, folks. All done. For the most part, all done. Love the colors. So clean, so simple. For those of you who are new to, or not new, but for those of you who have not heard of Felicity Jane kits before, and if you're interested in it, I posted a link in the description, so make sure you check it out. That is an affiliate link, which means I get a small commission if you use that link to purchase products, so thank you so much for your support. I love this layout. It kind of looks kind of in the same vein of what I created last year, and that video should be up here on the YouTube channel, so if you want to go search for that. But use some elements from the die cut pack. I did fussy cut a flower here. I ended up using 3 of those charms, so that's really fun. Lots of good journaling. Was able to position the title without any issue. Scaled it down. So I scaled the photo down. I scaled the layout down. Was able to create some really cute little clusters with lots of texture using what I had available to me with the kit. I am going to put something here to sort of balance that top and bottom because it does seem to have a lot of white space. Not so much that the background is white, but it just has a lot of space up there. So I think I'm going to put a little tab here. Maybe that'll give me an opportunity to use the stamp. I'm not quite sure. And then I have a little cluster down here with the charm and the chipboard and the wood veneer. Use all your stuff, friends. Use it all up. because again, it's either in your stash or it's on a layout, and I'd rather for it to be on a layout, right? Then here's this cluster with the tag. So if you're someone who gets a little intimidated by a lot of stuff, this kit provides you just the right amount of elements, I believe, where you can create a beautiful layout without feeling like you have to heavily embellish, right? And of course, you can use these products on any type of project. So scrapbooking, traveler's notebooks, your planners, whatever it is that you like to use product on. So I love how clean and crisp this layout is. And really, as I mentioned earlier, I'm an eclectic scrapbooker. So I go from lots and lots of color to something that's very subtle and everything in between. And I always get this question, so I'll say it again. I printed the photos black and white because it allows me to be able to use whatever color that I want to on my layout. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to pop through the chat real quick. Hello, Heather. Thanks for joining. By the way, if you just joined us, or if you are, one, this is recorded, by the way. So if you just joined us and you missed the first half of it, don't worry, it is recorded. And usually YouTube will get it up, posted very quickly after the live stream ends. And of course, you can always go back and watch this live and then the other lives. We're here 2 o'clock every Friday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, Felicia, what's going on? And Christine's here. Let's see. Yes, Christine. Yeah, if I had positioned, I think at the time when I thought I was going to cluster both of the photos, if I was going to cluster both of them, then I would have put this photo to the side of this photo. So I'm looking at myself, like not away from myself. But yes, that's a good point. I love the tag. Yes, the tag is so cute. I love tags and tabs. Some of my favorite. Yes, scrapbookers are some of my favorite groups of people too. Thank you, Heather. And that was a really great reminder. If you like what you see in this live, make sure you hit the like button. That way that'll signal to YouTube that you guys like the content. I would appreciate that. Sarah says, I will use typewriters randomly. They are cute even if they don't make sense. Me too. I love using typewriters. Absolutely. Typewriters. And then there's another element that I tend to use a lot too that may not have anything to do with the layout. Now I can't remember, but anyway. Hey, Denora, how are you? Welcome back, friend. So glad that you guys like it. Amazes me how quickly a page comes to you. Truly have loved your style from day one. Thank you so much. And you know what it is? I think after you've scrapbooked for a while, you kind of develop a style and actually as you're learning different techniques, it becomes easier to just recall certain techniques that you can then apply on a layout. I try not to spend too much time overthinking, and sometimes I'll just put something on a page and it turns out spectacular, and sometimes it doesn't. But I try not to beat myself up over it. Again, I've been scrapbooking for over 16 years, and so a lot of my design and my design eye has developed over time, so it makes it a little bit easier and quicker to do a page, at least for me. Thanks so much, guys, for the compliments on the page. Thank you. Simple, yes. Clean, simple background. All the added embellies, absolutely. All right, folks. So that's all we've got for our Friday live. Again, this is recorded. Will be posted here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, we would love to have you in this community. There are several ways that you can be in connection and community here with Victoria Marie Designs. Number one is here on the YouTube channel, so make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post new content here on the channel. Number two, I'm on Instagram. Victoria Marie Designs is also on Facebook, and the Facebook group is moving over to the new Victoria Marie Mighty Network, which allows us to hang out and share our projects and to connect with one another. And also on that Mighty Network, I'll be hosting my classes. So I have a new class that's going on right now called Project Done, which is a year-long scrapbooking journey, and we're focused on getting our projects done in 2021. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you check that out. I also host the Victoria Marie virtual crops on the Mighty Network as well. So links to everything are in the description, so check that out. Subscribe to the newsletter, subscribe to the blog, follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram pretty much every day, sharing and talking and that type of thing, so follow me there. It's a great way to support Victoria Marie Designs. And if you're looking for exclusive Victoria Marie content, videos, real-time process videos, sketches. We are starting up another round of creative workshops. I call them mini classes, Zoom mini classes last year, but we're doing live Zoom creative workshops in the Victoria Marie Patreon community. That is a paid membership opportunity. Starts at $5 a month. I have 4 benefit tiers. You can join monthly or annually. When you join annually, you get about a 16% discount when you join annually, but you get access to all that wonderful exclusive content. So if you want to support Victoria Marie Designs in that way, I more than welcome you to that. But of course, we have all these other ways too that you can come and play. So all the links are posted in the description. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me every Friday. We're just going to keep the train rolling. I'll be back here again at 2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same bat time, same bat channel with another creative process. If you're interested in Felicity Jane products, there is a link posted in the description. I would love for you to check it out and support small business. I will see you guys next Friday. And of course, I will see you in all the Victoria socials throughout the week. Have a fantastic weekend. I love you all. Thank you for your support. Do something this weekend to feed your creative soul, okay? Make something awesome. All right, guys. See you next week.